Hey, let me check in with my 2023 themes. This is doing my kind of check in before I do my end of the month goals thing, where I look at the kind of the big picture of goals. Very appropriate on this day. I'm listening to CPG Gray and Mike Hurley on their Cortex podcast talk about uh, well, they're talking about their month, but themes often come up in their talks. They definitely use it as a guiding thing for them, an overall thing. For me, my themes are deepening and perspective. So for deepening, I would definitely go. This is especially with I've just had staycation. It's been 2 weeks off of work where I've it's been a good time to spend time with Ja and Jackie, and that was really good. That was kind of really brought home to me. It's like, okay, I had a staycation. We didn't go out. We didn't because of events. I'd taken 2 weeks off, planning to go somewhere, but with fires and various things, we decided not to do that. So we stayed at home and we did kind of little day trips. And I think the doing the little day trips really brought home to me, oh, this is something I could definitely do on a weekend or even during a work day of like, hey, let's do something together, and just how rewarding and how lovely that is. So, of the deepening things, that's definitely the big thing for this month. Not so big is probably YouTube. I do have this idea of doing 2 public videos a month. I don't think I found one this month. And a part of that is just my focus. It's the focus isn't there for it. Definitely focusing far more on writing to a degree and doodling to another degree. Definitely doodling for kind of a creative side. That's definitely taken primacy this month. I just built up I built up like 20 doodles to be able to have as a backlog for posting a doodle a day going forward. I took a break, basically over over my time off. I took a break, which was good. Um, yeah, vocal skills and presentation skills goes a lot along with YouTube, though I still do it with this, with doing, I'm constantly doing videos. I'm still reading out loud, so that's good. I'm really enjoying my reading this month, with Blonde, especially. Professional, well, I'm going to get back to work, so we're going to see how that goes. I'm going to kind of give myself a self assessment of like, okay, getting back into work. What are the things I like about work, and what are the things I'm like, how could I make this better? Better for myself, better for the people that I'm serving. That's definitely there. Um, yeah, I think we'll just leave it at that. Perspective, getting out of the self. I guess a part of that would be reading Mary Henrietta's Kingsley's Travels in West Africa. It's very much a different person in a different place in a different time, with all the limitations that has, but also just like all the skills and perspective that this different perspective that this person has. It's not there's a hunk of it that you do definitely have to look at and think you're a progressive person, but this is written in like the 1893 or something. It's like you still have a lot of really terrible, what to my mind are terrible ideas about race, about other cultures, even though you're someone who's probably far more taken a step out of yourself than I ever will. So it's interesting that way. Like, this is somebody who's gone somewhere else completely out of their own experience. And I shouldn't bash them too much for the fact that even if they've done that, they've still brought a lot of themselves with it. So that is a good thing. The one good thing, I'll just kind of continue to look. I'll think about my month and think about, is there something that I can cast as a good thing, or something that like, oh yeah, that is a good thing that I did this month. I'll have to think about that. So yeah, that is my themes. But just those are my 2 themes: is the idea of deepening and of perspective, and how can I further them. Probably in the deepening category, there is something to be said about my vocal performance. I did learn something this month that I should know, but sometimes you have to learn the same lesson a couple of times before you get it. So there is that. Yes, so that is actually that is another good thing, is that I found when I was doing my finally doing a report, a little presentation on Patsy Rodenberg's The Need for Words. I embarrassingly, within the video, did my vocal tick of looking at notes and going, look at note, every time I read, I would go, which is like, that is something to learn about myself. That is a somewhat humbling place to learn that lesson, but that is where I learned that I'm still doing that. And I knew there was plenty of room for improvement, but it's always that much more powerful when you see that I can get better at. That is what I need to get better at, is working how I deal with notes. I don't think I can do without notes, but I need to be very aware of how I treat notes, and how when I read stuff, I often make a filler sound, which I don't need to make. And because I think notes are valuable. There, I read my notes without making noises, and I'm done. And all my other nervous tics, like nervous laughter, all that, it's all there. It's me, a part of it. It's just, it's who I am. I do want to try and learn how to present a bit my best articulate self, but there's just myself too, and I don't want to lose sight of that. All right, I will leave it there. More videos later.